Now, Israeli Prime Minister responded to News18's question. News18 actually asked him a question, and the question was, how do you see India's stand on recent UN resolution? India abstained as there was no condemnation of terrorism. Benjamin Netanyahu to that responded that resolution was deeply flawed, and even I was sorry to see that many of our friends did not insist that there should be a powerful condemnation of horror that was committed here. Horror that no civilized country, including your country and others, will tolerate this. So I hope that we don't see repeat of such kind of resolution. Now remember, Israel's military said that it killed dozens of Hamas fighters overnight and struck targets in northern Gaza as part of its expanded ground operations in the enclave. Now 26 air trucks have so far passed inspection and made their way to the Gaza Strip from Egypt.
The horrors that Hamas perpetrated on October 7th remind us that we will not realize the promise of a better future unless we, the civilized world, are willing to fight the barbarians. Because the barbarians are willing to fight us. This is a turning point for leaders and nations. It is time for all of us to decide if we are willing to fight for a future of hope and promise, or surrender to tyranny and terror. Now rest assured, Israel will fight. Since October 7th, Israel has been at war. Israel did not start this war. Israel did not want this war. But Israel will win this war.
We have CNN News 18 Siddhant joining us on the phone line. Siddhant, a very good morning to you. Siddhant, I have two questions for you. First one is, what are the key takeaways apart from what we have brought to our viewers in that conversation with the Benjamin Netanyahu? Second, considering the grave seriousness of that, not only India, but there are other 44 countries that also abstained from voting for this particular resolution. What did he say to that?
Well, Israel is perhaps, thankful and has also acknowledged the countries, those who have abstained or perhaps voted against the resolution, including United States of America. There were 14 other countries which have voted against the resolution. So the core of the issue was that the resolution did not explicitly condemn the Hamas terror strike on 7th of October. And that perhaps became the reason that countries like India, and in fact the other countries like United States of America, these two countries have reaffirmed their faith in the two-state solution, and perhaps have also been talking about free sovereign Palestine. But since there was no mention of the terror, since there was no mention of the 7/10 attacks, India decided to abstain, and US decided to vote against the resolution. And in fact, Israel has been saying from the day one that it is up to you to decide, the member nations, the people, that on which side of the history they want to be. Do they want to be on the right side of the history or the wrong side of the history? Also, interestingly, Israel is also putting it this way and perhaps trying to build a narrative that the strike did not attack Gaza. It was Gaza which first started this war. What Israel is doing is self-defending its people, its territory, and that is perhaps the core of the argument that all these people in government, politicians in Israel have been making, that this is what they are doing to self-defend their territory and their people, and this is how they're justifying what Israel is doing in Gaza. Back to you.
Right, Siddhant. We'll request you to please stay with us, because we are staying with the same story and we have another piece of breaking news coming in, this time from the United Kingdom.